Hey, you guys, just give me a little quick second while everybody, comes in and stuff. I hadn't had to get a chance to go live here in a minute. So while I had a couple of minutes, I was just gonna hop on really fast, talk about a few things. So whoever comes in, comes in. I know it's kind of short notice. But while I had a few minutes, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Also as well, I was trying to see something about viewing this also like on two places because I'm trying to decide if I want to record from my computer or if I want to record from my phone. So I think I'm gonna try to see about doing it on both. That way I can see and then like do the chat at the same time. So we might figure out one of these lives. But everybody coming in, thank you, thank you. Y'all make sure to hit the chat. Let me know that y'all stopped by. But we got some things to talk about, y'all. So when I tell you 2024 is acting a plum fool, Cat Williams said so though. Cat Williams told us 2024 was gonna act a plum fool, and it has literally been doing nothing but literally every day it's been something. We got Candace getting leaving RHOP, Robin getting fired. Now we got Caresha part of this Diddy lawsuit. 50 Cent, it's always something with 50 Cent. Like if 50 Cent now want to sue his baby mama, like what is going on? Like sometimes it literally feels like this world is going to hell in a handbasket. So let me go ahead and pull up Instagram so we can get to talking about the things. One of the things I think first is I wanted to look up, let's see, Porsha and Simon. Let me see, because allegedly Simon is trying to kick Porsha out, or he's trying to ban her from the house that they reside. So let me see if it's on the neighborhood talk. Let's see. I wish I had these saved. And I had time to look. So y'all give me just a quick minute. Oh y'all, also too, Beyonce, she dropped her album. Beyonce dropped her album. Oh my gosh, let me see. Come on. Let's see. 50 Cent. Let me go ahead and save that one. Simon. Maybe it's probably on the Jasmine brand. Let me go look at the Jasmine brand. Let's see. Jasmine brand. Let's see. Jasmine brand. Let me go over here. Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry it's taking a minute. I was trying to find these that I saved. So let me go and see if I can find Porsha and Simon. Because it is too much going on at RHOA. Nonetheless, it's like trying to figure out who is even going to be on the show, because they were talking about like they haven't even started recording yet. So I don't even know if they even are getting all of this for the show, because RHOA, like we keep hearing that they are bringing up the cameras and stuff like that. So I don't even know if they are getting all of this with Porsha and Simon. I know it's saved. I keep running past JT and how she's going solo out of Caresha. Let me just type in that so I can find it, Porsha. Let me see. Tags. Okay, let me see. All right, here we go. Found it. So let's go ahead and knock this topic out. For everybody coming in, thank you. Appreciate it. Just hopping on live really fast because I haven't been in here in a while. So yeah, the first thing, because so much is going on, I'm going to knock out this Porsha and Simon story. Then we are definitely going to get into obviously the goods, which is Diddy and Caresha. So looks like it says from the Bravo Shade Room. It says that Porsha Williams is not playing when it comes to Simon Guobadia. in this divorce, page 6, she is warning Simon in court documents to not alter any of his financial records while they are divorcing. Considering the fact that Simon is a documented scammer who's been running schemes since Porsha was in diapers, this order seems fair. Per the report, financial records or statements, all income records, all tax records, expense records, all of those are submitted for evidence. And so after that, let me see. That's when he that's when Porsha was trying to get to the crib after. So here we go. This is from the Neighborhood Talk. So it says Porsha is clapping back at Simon, according to Radar Online. She asked for an emergency hearing after Simon allegedly changed the locks, y'all. Changed the locks to prevent her from entering the Georgia mansion where they both lived. Now, there's a little bit of debate going back and forth of whether they bought a house together or if she just moved into the house that, he had. But if so, regardless, I'm just trying to figure out if this is getting caught, because all I'm thinking, like, they haven't really told us, how things are going for the show. But are we surprised? Like, are we surprised that really, Porsha and Simon are going through this? I guess I'll put it this way. We're not surprised that they're going through this. I think we're just surprised about how early, like, finding out that Simon is a scammer, like, that's not unimaginable. Like, he's Nigerian. We know them niggas be scammers. So, like, it's not an unimaginable thing to hear about Simon. But the fact that it's just happening so soon within the relationship was just like, oh, like, Porsha, you thought you was going to be able to ride this for at least maybe 3 years, 3 to 5, because that's what I literally was being generous when I gave them 3, okay? But a year and a half in, and Porsha, you already having the divorce, so your finances ain't connected to his, because the DEA, FBI, immigration, like, all of them after him. Girl, he done snuck into this country twice, y'all. That is determination, okay? But yeah, he kicked her out the house, and allegedly, he ended up filing a restraining order on her because, they said he wanted to say that she brought security there, essentially. But everybody's like, was it security, or was it like, somebody that she know that, hold a little click clack on them? She brought them for safety. That's what, just in case. But Porsha kind of like low-key ghetto like that. She could call up, a dude that she used to mess with named Junior. Like, y'all know how Porsha put it on. I really hate to ask you, Porsha, and ain't no man getting ready to deny Porsha a big old booty. So they gonna do whatever. So whatever dude that she hit up, or family member that she was able to hit, do a quick call to, then that's possibly what happened. But at the end of the day, what he the gorilla. At the end of the day got to end. And on to the next topic. That's really all I can do it. At the end of the day got to end. Point blank, period. So let's go ahead and move on. So I also wanted to get into let me see. Let me save this. Okay, let me go to my saved so we can talk about 50 Cent and his he is such a troll. Like, at the end of the day, 50 Cent is such a troll. Such a troll. Let me see if I can find where I last saved of his 50 Cent. Here we go. So 50 Cent, y'all. Everybody who comes in, appreciate it. Thank you. So 50 Cent, y'all, he is coming in. 50 Cent is just one of those, he's like a roach that don't die. Like, you thought you killed him, but you see him 2 minutes later. And so now 50 Cent is popping out the woodworks, now wanting to seek sole custody of the son that he has with ex Daphne Joy. who, you know, was accused of kind of being intermingled with Diddy. Now, is this girl the one that she got the baby with Diddy? Like they had the young girl? Is this the mama? Let me see. And if 50 said, tell me why I'm just not reading why he said it is what it is. See you in family court, schmecks worker. Like, bro, calm down. Calm down. Like, let's really not. Let me see. She got a little thing talking about it says, wow, Daphne Joy responds to 50 Cent reportedly wanting full custody of their son after being named in Diddy lawsuit. Says that he raped and abused her. You are no longer my oppressor, and my God will handle you. So here's the thing, like, knowing that this girl Daphne was a part of, you know, the Diddy lineup, 9 times out of 10, she most likely got the same treatment. Let's call it, probably got the same treatment that Caresha got, you know, that Cassie got. If there's one thing that men are consistent in, it's the way that they treat women, you know, especially men like Diddy. At that point, when you have such money and power, women are just like pawns to you at that point, at that level. That's like, it's like, as a man with money, you feel like you have that kind of power. So when you get to Diddy's level, you start to feel like women are just, you know, pawns on a chessboard. And so to say that Daphne didn't necessarily experience the same treatment that Caresha probably did, like, I think that most definitely she did. But for 50 Cent to now want to use that as an opportunity to try to sue for full custody, Negro, did you see you fighting with your older son on Instagram and you was like throwing it in his face about how much he wanted a daddy? I could have sworn you did that, 50. So if you doing that with your older son, you definitely don't want this one, a young baby that know that at that moment, the most important person that they need, literally like the first year of their life, and their baby is young, I think, too. Their son. I think their son is young. So to think that you want this brand new baby, you don't, 50, and you're just doing it as a means of power. And we saw what he did with Tiara Marie from Love and Hip Hop, where he was just taking her down through the court for $50,000, when everybody was like, do you really got to do that, 50? Like, you know she ain't got it, and you know you ain't hurting $50,000. Like, he does things for the power of it all. He's almost like, I want to say almost like Diddy, but you know, men with that type of money and power, I'm just saying, like, they all have their vice in which they like to quote other people. Okay. And in this instance for 50, it is with the court systems. Okay. So speaking of, let's go ahead and move on to Diddy and this whole lawsuit, and let's get to like the first things first, which of what he did was getting that lawsuit, that house raided. So let me see if they have it on Neighborhood Talk or the Shade Room. Because he getting hit with all types of ex trafficking. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Speaking of Diddy, I want to chop Benzino in the motherfucking throat, because here you are. We're gonna take a quick side turn, y'all, because I just ran across Benzino. Ran across Benzino talking about 50 Cent, because Aubrey O'Day, y'all been talking about 50, like when about P. Diddy when they were a part of like making the band and all type of stuff and the type of contracts that he was having them girls sign. And once you left, it was like an NDA. Y'all know the amount of people that work with Diddy that had NDAs. And so that is so crazy also too, when people want to talk about, oh, you didn't come forward, why didn't you say nothing? When you get a certain level of like when you start messing with a certain level of men, the one thing that they definitely have power over people most of the times, especially when you have money, is in the courts. And so threatening to do that for somebody who don't have as much money as you, because everybody knows the largest part about the legal, part of handling thing is the money. Lawyers ain't cheap. Lawyers is not cheap, and you're not going to find no good lawyer, that's willing to do it pro bono, and the public defenders is ass. So it's like, we know that's how kind of like rich men, basically shit on the little guy per se. So Benzino, nonetheless, he want to weigh in talking about one thing about our culture is they can't wait to grab their popcorn. He put the little popcorn emoji and watch a black man go down. This is the one thing that I hate about the black community is when a black man goes down, even if he is in full proof homeland investigation, meaning they not just doing this like for the amount of proof you have to have in order to get a warrant to break down somebody's house and go through it. Okay, the amount of proof that you have to have. And this is like, even just with the Cassie thing alone, like the men were so close, hush, nothing to say, because they know deep down he did that. Like he did that. And now Joe Budden, now you want to come forward all of a sudden talking about like, we need, let's talk frank. Like he did that. It's over for him. It's over for him. But you sure weren't saying that at the beginning, because I remember Joe Budden, he went viral because he was trying to beat around the bush of it when it came to the Cassie situation. But now there's no more denying it when you have literally all the feds raiding your place. So that's why it's just like men and their refusal to accept that there's other bad men out there is why we're in the situation that we're in. And then also ignoring them and just with accountability at the end of the day is, I can't call him out on his shit because I'm doing the same thing too. That's a lot of it as well. So it's just exhausting. And like finally watching, the music industry get they all Hail Mary blood, Boomba Clots, Hail Down Rain Fire. Shout out to Wendy's mama. Raining down all Boomba Clots, Hail Fire. Okay. Like now that it's finally just raining down hellfire in the music community, really in the black community, like it's always the thing of like, oh, well, he got away with it. And I'm just looking at my, like, literally the first thing in my mind I'm thinking is like, black men, when y'all gonna ever realize y'all will never be white men. Never. Never. And this is even in innocent cases, which is why a lot of time black community are so quick to just jump and defend. But if y'all be guilty, this is not a thing of like, well, he was guilty. Look how he was treated. Yeah, because he was white. And so understanding with you being guilty, you will not be treated as a white man. And I don't know if y'all are acting so surprised of that. And then like you want black people to fight for something, even though you guilty, and then want to use the excuse of, man, y'all know how the system is. Okay, no, but the system got it right this time. Okay, we gonna talk about when the system get it right. And some of you just need to go to jail. Diddy being one of them, and he taking Russell now with him too, because allegedly, not allegedly, they did get Russell. Now, here's the thing for me. Did anybody else find that the coincidence? I don't know if anybody else thought about this. Y'all throw it in the comments. I said, Russell, he got served. I said, who was the last person to see Russell that we know of that, like, could say where his location was? Because at this whole point, this location was quiet. And y'all, who did Russell take a picture with? Usher, baby. And Usher, we know that you was staying with Diddy when you was a teenager. it's I ain't saying somebody might be snitching. But if you is like if you are, I'm not surprised, because everybody is a part of that mess over there. Usher being there since he was 13 years old. Could you imagine the that man has seen? Really? And he's been around Russell and P. Diddy. So I'm just saying it's a heavy coincidence that Usher went to go see Russell and now Russell then got served. That's all I'm trying to say. And we know Russell and Diddy running the same circles. Like y'all see how we take the red string and put it on the wall. Like y'all see where I'm connecting the dots. Okay, that's all I'm trying to say. But yeah, nonetheless, the fact that these things can happen with so much proof, and men like Benzito come out and say, "Oh, y'all just want to grab y'all's popcorn and watch them take down a black man," and then it's like you are posting, Bible verses about what they say about how men can treat women and hookers and things like that. And it's just kind of like, Benzino, take your no-neck ass on somewhere. Hi, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Everybody come in, just say hi in the chat, just a little welcome. But yeah, we are talking about Diddy and all the mess that is going on with him right now, and how Benzino, he basically says that we just trying to, watch somebody get taken down, which is not true. At the end of the day, Diddy did that, like point blank period, he did that. And even the men know it. That's why it's even so annoying, because us as women, we're like, we know y'all did it, and the men be knowing, like, we know he did that, but they're not going to admit it. And that really is why they keep getting away with stuff. It's all the men who feel like they're good men because they're just not as bad as a homeboy, or they're not as bad as that man that they play basketball with, because they feel like they're not as bad as him. That makes him the good guy. But it doesn't. It doesn't make you to be a good guy just because you're not as bad as him, And so we have men like, Diddy and Russell Simmons, and, having girls involved from young. Y'all, we're not going to sit here and play this game. That's like, men have an obsession with, the immaturity, as they love to call it, the femininity, what they love to say, fit, fun, and flirty, or some shit like that. Like the fit and some, when I was going around, and it's like, y'all were just like, they're looking for a certain energy that just screams, I can take advantage of that. That's gonna be easy. And I don't know why men, like, it's so crazy, because men can admit that. They'll say it, but then when it's time to call it out in an actual situation, because men say it all the time on these podcasts, like, I'm just looking at you, like, how many drinks, like, can I give her 2 shots, and she gonna let me hook up with her tonight. Like, men see us as objects. They have said it over and over. And so women know that, and we've been hearing that. Like, that's what we keep saying. Like, this is how y'all treat us. But then you'll be like, no, we don't. But then, yes, you do. You said it. Remember, you said you were trying to have sex with me because you bought me 2 shots. And that'd be so crazy. Isn't it crazy how men want women to be all obscure and, Virgin Mary and, chastity belt? Y'all want women to be that, say, oh, value your bodies, but you also want a girl to, like, after you took her out to Cheesecake Factory, okay? And not to say that Cheesecake Factory, like, I wasn't that girl who said Cheesecake Factory wasn't good. That's good to me. I'm sorry. I didn't know Cheesecake Factory was a bad place. But all I'm saying is the sentiments of just taking a girl out on one date and feeling like you are owed some type of, acts for it is what be the problem with a lot of you dudes. Y'all want the most for the least. So, yeah, Diddy, now that you are being called to the table, now Caresha done got wrapped up in this. So let me see if they if I can find where they rated him. Let's see, because everybody was like, oh, the last time they saw Diddy, allegedly a plane was taking it pinged off in the Caribbean somewhere. So everybody's like, oh, he running. Oh, she running. I'm thinking in the back of my head, if he pinged somewhere over there in the Caribbean, it's like he over there with Russell. He gotta be. Russell already had an escape route. So like, you know, he probably called her Russell, like, you got an extra couch, you got an air mattress. He said, come on over. But then by the time Diddy was getting ready to go over, Russell got busted. So he was like, gotta scratch that plan. But it really is sad that all of this, you know, always gonna think about, you know, for me, obviously it's gonna be the kids, especially the daughters. I don't want to say yes, especially the daughters, because it is hard imagining being a daughter and this is the person that you're supposed to look up to as you know, as a representation of how you're supposed to be treated, you know, from a man. But then you find out your own dad is literally one of the worst two women out there. So there's just a different level of shame, I guess, that comes with it when you're a girl and you look at your dad like a certain way. And that's something that I'm like, I know from experience. Trust me, I'm in therapy for it now. Like, that's something I know from experience. Once you, as a girl, like, and they're gonna have that moment. The fact that they're so young too, like just now being seniors in high school. Matter of fact, that was about the same time that shit happened with me. Once you see the quote unquote the man, as I say, let's say, oh, women, y'all supposed to choose better. But okay, what'd you see? You said these black men have the same amount of money as these white millionaires, but when it's the fan, they won't have the completion of protection to save them. Yes. The complexion. That's what they need, that complexion. They need lack of melanin. They be trying to be like, yeah, do me just like how you do the white man, okay? But it don't work that way. You ain't never gonna be the white man. Point blank, period. Like, and then when they don't treat you that way, Tory Lanez, because Tory was mad. They thought, oh my God, she was shot in the foot, and look at how they doing him. He did it. Like, he did it. What are you talking about? And he was already on probation. So the fact that he was already on probation, bro, you can't already be on paper and then have an illegal weapon. Yeah, you're gonna get double the amount of time that you probably, and you didn't even fight for yourself at that. So like, shut up. That's what we mean. Like, we need to just be guilty. Like, you guilty, and you're not gonna get protection, you know, from your skin complexion. Sorry. But yeah, nonetheless, definitely, as you know, like I was saying, just praying for the daughters. And so the sons. Yeah, the sons is pictures out here, y'all, of the sons being a little scandalous with some women's. Let's see, what's this say? It says, update, Diddy's attorney on lawsuit. 2 women have come forward and claimed that they were falsely identified as underage. What? Previously thought to be minors in the scandal were actually adult women. The 2 women have stepped forward to address the situation regarding their images being used. And Rodney recent legal exclaim, oh, okay, so I think this was just some stuff that they put together. Okay, so I was about to say, what's getting ready to happen? Okay, 50 Cent knew something was off about Diddy for years. Let me hear this audio, y'all. Hold up. Let me see this.
Comfortable, like you said something to me one time, a long time ago. And Chris, like,
let me see y'all what they said Diddy said about 50.
Let me move, man, before I do something. You're gonna make me better.
Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna play it out loud for y'all.
What he's saying is like fruity. When people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable. I get uncomfortable. Like he said something to me one time, a long time ago. At Chris Knighty's wedding, he told me to take me shopping. I looked at him like, what you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You're gonna make me mess up the way.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out. No, that's what the guy said. So girl,
I asked 50 about that. And he said you did the same thing. Have you asked him to take him shopping?
yeah, I thought he needed some clothes. What? I'm a nice guy.
Okay.
He doesn't even know what he said. Like fruity.
I can't. That's the problem too. The whole like, oh, assuming men are fruity. that's also part of the reason why a lot of these men are struggling, because they're so scared of the homosexual, title. I don't want to be being gay in the Black community. You might as well have leprosy. You might as well, be walking around with measles and mumps. Like that's what they had that, oh, would you rather have a whole daughter or a gay son? And it's like, y'all really, this is what y'all be talking about? Like, y'all son, y'all just make sure he ain't gay, right? Just make sure he don't want a little bit of his pussy, touched. But the gag is that is y'all behind the scenes. That is y'all behind the scenes. And we hear the stories, we know, but it's like, for instance, Dwight Howard, like, we heard that story, he was like, we knew. But at the end of the day, they're so scared to come forward because of the stigma. And, also another thing too, I do want for this notion that, like, obviously it does happen. Like, women do shame men when it comes to like them being feminine, or as they say, like sassy, or like, women attack men too. But the thing is, if y'all want women to change the way that they view, men who don't act a certain way, then y'all are going to have to make that change yourself as men. Because I'm saying this as just facts are. Society, the structure and everything is built by men, and women reinforce it. And that's the thing. Y'all want women to act a certain way that you don't act yourselves. And so it's like, y'all got to set the example. If you want women to care, or, look at men differently and not see them as pretty a certain way and be okay with, gay men, then y'all are going to have to set that precedent. Like, that's just true tea. Like, and it's not, like I said, like, women are, of course, making fun of men that possibly are fruity. When you find out your dude got a boyfriend, my boy got a boyfriend, the first thing, he's all type of, maggots, and so that's all I'm saying. When it comes to that. So let me see also till we find this thing about Caresha. Caresha girl, they got you. No, you about to join this lawsuit. Better get your lawyer. Oh man, let me see. Where is I had it saved. Let me see. Let's see. Let me go to the baller alert. Let me see the baller alert. Because I had it saved. Another thing too, I'm running across when you're looking at Diddy. Look, I'll be sure said, my name Bennett, I ain't in it. Quincy been long gone. Every time we see P. Diddy, we see them two other sons, Justin and Lil Puffy Jr. Okay, Quincy been done. He said, I'm a Homer Simpson this into the bushes. I'm gonna go ahead and slide on back, because this right here, some stink. PU, I don't want that stench on me. I don't get that on me, because it is rough out here. And now we seeing the sons in handcuffs outside the house. Like, yikes. Yikes. Y'all, that's where you be like, I gotta chunk the deuces. But like I said, all of this stuff that's happening, it's like, people been saying it for years, but obviously y'all know how things go. It ain't over to the fat lady scenes, I guess you could say, where it's just like, you're not going to get people to hold men accountable, when it comes to hold anybody accountable when it comes to men. So, okay, I found the video of after they raided Diddy's house. And it says, this is on Baller Alert. Footage shows aftermath of Diddy's LA home after raid, which is called a witch hunt. It said, videotape obtained by TMZ is the footage shows they yanked his drawers, They yanked his TV. And to see, the thing is, they said they was looking for them videotapes because in the deposition and stuff, they talking about he almost got a Playboy team. You know, y'all know how the Playboy Mansion, if y'all saw that behind the Playboy Mansion, you know, Hugh Hefner had everybody filmed. Everybody, okay? And so I think that's how Diddy was getting folks. Like, I'm gonna invite you to this freak off, but you ain't gonna know that in this room is a camera. So if you ever want to go against me, here's blackmail. Here's blackmail. You know, like that's how men in power work. So yeah, the fact that they went through and tore all his shit up, like I'm not surprised. I was watching on Viceland how they talk about how when they do raids and stuff, they literally go in there, basically fuck your shit up and leave, and then whatever they take, they actually sell at a police auction and keep the money. That's how these police, you know, police like building like enforcements or whatever. That's basically how they, you know, like pocket more. Is they sell people shit off on like these black market police auctions. Like it's so effed up how this country is. But so I said, Diddy's lawyer are saying there was a gross overuse of military level force as search warrants were executed as Mr. Combs' residence. There's no excuse for the excessive show of force and hostility exhibited by authorities or the way his children and employees were treated. I mean, at this moment, it just was they are going to do what, you know, the law enforcement do. They're gonna fuck your shit up. But you know, the kids, it's a legal thing, you know, stay out the way. Let's handcuff you to, you know, make sure you're not going to invade on the process, you know. But let me see. Oh, y'all also as well, Revolt TV. They got a new owner. Allegedly, y'all know he sold it, and nobody knows who the new silent auctioneer person was. Who y'all think it is? Who y'all think it is? I don't know, y'all. It could be anybody, truth be told. You know, somebody that who got a lot of money, like who is willing. Oh, what if it was Dr. Dre? I'm trying to think of people who got like money like that to buy it on a silent auction. Like, I'm trying to think, but also too, you know, a lot of people say like it wouldn't be surprised if somebody, you know, bought it within the family, like in his kid's name, because you know, his homes were in his kids' names. That's how these rich people be getting away with their shit. They be putting shit in their kids' names, and how dudes get away from child support because they be putting shit in their mama's name. So let me see if I can find. Okay, let's see. That's on Baller Alerts. Let's see. Let me see. Neighborhood Talk, maybe. Go to the Neighborhood Talk. See if they got what popped off with Diddy at his crib and Caresha. Matter of fact, let me see if I saved it. I really might have saved the Caresha one. Because I swear I be saving stuff and it's just like it don't be going to my phone. And that's annoying. So annoying. It's like, what do I be pushing these buttons for if you're not going to work and save shit I asked you to save? That is annoying. Oh my gosh. Let me see if maybe this shit is annoying, y'all. Because I be trying to come prepared with the shit saved. And then when it be doing shit like this, it be pissing me off. Because what am I hitting the button for? So hold on, y'all. I apologize. Let me see if I can find the one with Caresha and Diddy to talk about her getting in the jungle of it all. Let me see. Let me see if I can go to Twitter and see if it's on the trending. Let's see. Caresha. Let's see. It was funny because everybody was tweeting like, Caresha, where you at, girl? She like right here. So I was in the comments like, you better lay low. Girl, don't you try to be be out there flashing like you ain't scared or nothing, because girl, they said they was looking for you. Okay? They was looking for you. Let me see if I can find let's see the actual, let's see. This on the hip hop or this is on Gossip? Okay. No, I don't want to accept these Mexican cookies. I hate it. That's literally like the first thing they be trying to ask, like, can we sell your information? No, I don't want you. And then that's with TikTok, like that is crazy. So Young Miami sources, oh, okay, she's slamming the fact that it was alleged that she was a schmeck worker and that she, was out there using that pink cocaina, that cocaina, okay? But this time it was pink. So the rich shit, okay? And so now she's a part of the documentation basically saying that she was a part of the shenanigans. So let's see what it says. Especially with that white boy being arrested, that was the actual drug dealer. Like I said, she's getting ready to pop off. This is only just getting started with this Diddy case for real. So let me see. Here it goes. It says Diddy would allegedly obtain a combination of ecstasy and cocaina, also known as Tukey, from his accused drug mule, Brendan Paul. However, Young Miami was brought into the suit when she was accused of transporting the drug for her boyfriend. They say boyfriend. And see, that term is kind of being used real loosely in the fact of like, was Caresha with that man or not? And is she right to be qualified as a sex worker when it comes to being a part of this lawsuit? Like, all of that is up for consideration. And, it's like a part of me wants to be like, Caresha, were you like, can I just give you the title of like, girl, you was a hooker out here? But I mean, let's call it what it was. It was a trade of services. And that is kind of part of being a girlfriend, like, because y'all remember Caresha was like, we go together real bad, real bad. Okay. Remember she said, we go together real bad. But what comes with going together real bad with men like this is you start understanding what comes with all this beautiful, okay, that's out front and the lights, camera action. When the lights go off, though, in the dark is which be happening that Cassie was talking about. And so it's like that is the double-edged sword of being with a man like Diddy. So it's like, okay, let's just say we'll give you the title Caresha as, his girlfriend, but you got a stipend. Allegedly, they showed that her and Daphne Joy were paid, an allowance. That's not unfamiliar. But it says it claimed in his updated lawsuit, Combs would brag about how he paid Young Miami and other women a monthly stipend in exchange for their services as alleged workers. Okay, now when he came up to them, wasn't like, girl, I want you to work for me, and just come with me around the world. Some dudes can put it that way. Just come with me around the world. Let me show you the finer things. And trade, let me show you the good life. Niggas, they want to spruce it up what they really want from you. Let me not make it sound like I want something from you. They like to just beat around the bush and just kind of like put sugar on shit, basically. And so I'm feeling like that's what Diddy did. But by the time Caresha got in this and realized, oh, you asking me to carry drugs. Oh, but for Caresha, that ain't nothing new. Y'all, she from Miami. Like she's admitted to, being dope dealer's girlfriend before. So this ain't nothing new. She's the Tasha to the ghost. Okay. So when it says that, he would ask her to, take this, just throw this in your bag. Babe, what is this? Girl, it's just Pop Rocks. Why the Pop Rocks pink? Like that's looking like, bitch, why the Pop Rocks pink? I ain't never seen candy like this before. Like, girl, you got in this now, okay? So Caresha, y'all, she is a part of this lawsuit, and it's like, where do we go from here? Like, Caresha, do you have lawyers? I'm hoping you have lawyers. Like, this is going to be all year. If we thought that Megan case was long, this is going to be all year, because look how much information they got to go through. Look how much proof, like, look how many people they got to bring in for questioning. Okay. Y'all know the amount of people, all the people they got to question: Russell Williams, Usher, Justin Bieber, Mary J. Blige, Stevie J. Like, literally everybody in Hollywood could get questioned, because when you get invited to those white parties, those famous P. Diddy parties, after a certain time, she's finna get weird. She's finna get a little crazy, okay? When you start seeing that first wave of people leave, that means you need to be leaving about 30 minutes after, an hour at the latest, okay? Like I said, Usher gave all the tea. He's like, yeah, I seen some things, and some things was probably done to him very much in an underage state, because you were there since you were 13/14. It's giving real boozy. It's giving real boozy. That's what, like, it's giving real boozy, where you had your a hooker all up on your kid, and we're not gonna call it what it was, because that's what it was. But yeah, y'all, Pink, that Tuki, okay, that Tuki, whatever it's called, that Tuki, Tusi, I think it's Tusi. That's what it is. I think it's Tusi. But yeah, they got her down for carrying it around the world, and the fact that she's on this monthly stipend, which means, girl, you getting paid, and because they do have SDX, she can get thrown in that category. So one thing is going to start coming forward is if Caresha ever had to deal with the physical abuse of it all. Y'all know what I'm trying to say? The things that Cassie possibly had to deal with. Like, has he ever laid hands on her? Like, there's so much to be considered about them in that relationship of it all. So yeah, you guys, that was a little bit of a live. I'll probably plan another one. Yeah, and so with Caresha, I hope that you got good lawyers. This is gonna take a long time, a lot of money. Girl, don't go down for him. That's all I can say. A lot of you girls, stop going down for these niggas, okay? Because they would not go down for you. Ooh, they would not go down for you. Short, blank, end of the period story. Done. All right? Don't you do it. Do not ride or die and then die again and then die again. Those ways died with our grannies, with our grannies and great grannies. Okay, we don't. That's part of generational trauma we don't get rid of. We're not gonna do it, okay? So yeah, Caresha, like I said, good. I hope for you, everybody else, 50 Cent, you need to quit trolling the mother of your kids, okay? Let her live. Simon and Porsha, y'all cut it out. Like, cut it out. Like, y'all are doing too much. Simon, you shouldn't be doing nothing, because you got too much to worry about with immigration. Let's see. You asked me, did I see the free? No, I didn't see it, but I wanted to watch it. Is this coming out in parts? Like, is this the second part I think that dropped? Hold on, you guys. Y'all heard my ringtone? Yeah, no, the Freaknik documentary, the first part, is it dropping in parts? That's the thing. I think it came out in parts. So yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna see if I can get a chance to watch it. We already know what's gonna happen. The daddies and the uncles. Y'all thought y'all smart. Oh, y'all can ready to see y'all mamas and aunties be hoes. Oh no. What we really finna see is a whole lot of y'all uncles and daddies being predators, okay, being criminals, okay, being creepy, all right, being pissed, okay. Y'all worried about the wrong ones. Y'all worried about y'all mama out here busting it wide open. Let me tell you, bring it back. Yeah, but some of your uncles and daddies and granddaddies didn't know the word no. So Y'all worried about the wrong people. Hate to break it to you. But yeah, that Freaky docu, I feel like it's definitely gonna be good. And so yeah, I hope y'all get a chance to tune into it. Oh, you said no, it's just about an hour and 30. Oh, okay, so just one thing. Okay, so yeah, that's good. Then I'll try and watch it. Yeah, but okay, y'all. I really appreciate you for tuning in. Let me call my dad back. He done got been in this live for actually a little longer than I wanted to. So yeah, you guys, I appreciate you for tuning in. Y'all make sure to like the video, okay? And I will catch you guys later. Bye.